Beyond the Gates spoilers for Tuesday, June 24th, suggest that Dany Dupree and Bill Hamilton will get together for a heart-to-heart. Of course, Dany may be reading into all this a little more than Bill. During the Monday, June 23rd show, fans saw Dany mull over Bill's medical scare to her bestie, Pamela Curtis. Every time Dany's about to put Bill past her, something happens, and it's clear she is far from over her ex-husband. She reached out to him during the June 23rd episode, hoping to connect, so connect they shall. However, will Dany pull a desperate move by reaching in for a lip lock, like the last time the two had a one-on-one chat? While Bill has appreciated Dany's concern during his health crisis, he's dedicated to his wife, Hayley Hamilton. So Dany may be in over her head where this chat is concerned. Across town, Jacob Hawthorne will worry about his dad, Elon Hawthorne. As Bradley Smitty Smith is jumping in headfirst with this investigation on Detective Marcel Malone, Jacob will be concerned that this could ruin his dad's impeccable reputation. Elon has had an incredible career in law enforcement and an impeccable record as the town's police chief. As such, he's got a lot to lose if Smitty digs up incriminating information on Detective Malone, information that Elon could be linked to. Jacob has always looked up to his dad and his work ethic, so he'll be afraid that nothing good can come of Smitty's article. Little do they both know that Smitty could unearth some incriminating information on a lot of people they love if he continues with this. After all, it's clear that Malone and Elon had something to do with covering Martin Richardson's secret, so Smitty could blow up his own marriage through this digging. And if and when Vernon Dupree is exposed as the mastermind, with the help of Bill, Jacob's wife, Naomi Hawthorne's whole world could come crashing down. On to some fun news. BTG spoilers imply that Tomas Navarro will get caught off guard, in the best way possible. Added teasers reveal that Catherine "Cat" Richardson will have a romantic surprise for him during the June 24th episode. So could this mean what fans think it may mean? As Beyond the Gates viewers know, Cat has never been with someone before, and she's had Tomas wait a hot minute for any action in the bedroom. Recently, she sneaked into her half-sister, Eva Thomas's hotel room to steal some evidence related to the Laura Peterson case. While she was there, Eva strutted in with Tomas, while Cat was hiding under the bed. This is when Eva attempted to kiss Tomas, only for him to back away. He made it clear that he cared for Cat and had romantic intentions with her, and only had friendship intentions with Eva. Beyond the Gates spoilers hint this had to have scored some points for Tomas. So will Cat finally give him the green light for some intimacy? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Just as Cat is pushing Jacob to do whatever it takes so they can bring down that bitch, in walks Leslie to plop herself down at their Orphe Jeans table. She's tired of them trying to frame her, dubbing Cat a brat with no impulse control, adding that watching them get worked out is better than Sunday brunch. Leslie offers to join them in their investigation. The delusion on this one is real, cracks Cat. But the schemer says that if she's half as cunning as they suspect, wouldn't it be better to work with her, as opposed to at cross purposes? Leslie points out that Bill literally laughed when she informed him about their case against her. Once she exits, Jacob tells Cat there's a 97.5 match where the DNA test was concerned. But while that links Leslie to the helmet, it doesn't prove she ran Laura off the road. As Dany is trying to deal with contracts for the modeling agency, she suddenly finds herself chatting with a vision of Bill. "Why can't I stop thinking of you?" she ponders. Fortunately, Pamela enters to stop her gal pal from reaching out to her ex. Dany insists she's not falling under Bill's spell again, but does acknowledge she's conflicted. As for Hayley, that woman can take a whole stadium full of seats. Pamela reminds her friend that Andre is a far better man for her than Bill. They focus on business, agreeing they need to find someone special. But an issue with one of the documents has Dany flashing back to better times with Bill. Later, she calls Bill. His message says he's not available, to which she mutters, "But you will be. Just you wait." Things are tense as Bill and Vernon meet at the Dupree manse. Bill points out that they don't have an issue. Vernon and his family does. But the patriarch says they were in this together from the beginning. meaning if the Dupree clan falls, so does he. Before Bill will help, he wants an apology for the way they've treated Haley. The men rehash Bill's treatment of Dany and how the family has turned their back on Haley. "You don't want me at your table. I'll be damned if I do your bidding," says Bill, ready to walk away, until Vernon stops him with a warning about their mutual problem, Kenneth. They exchange threats and insults, but Vernon warns that Bill won't come out of this looking good. Ultimately, Bill agrees to await a call from Vernon and be discreet. Ted walks Eva through her duties as his office manager. Eva fears the job might do too much and that she'll disappoint her dad. Later, Eva crosses with Nicole, who admits that the younger woman wasn't good at her job. She was great. "Don't let your fear of failure stop you from even trying," advises Nicole, adding that she suspects Eva will succeed. "The hardest part isn't doing the thing, it's believing that you deserve it." Off their chat, Eva returns to Ted's office to accept the job. Martin has yet another confrontation with Kenneth, asking what exactly the man wants. The answer? "To see you squirm like a worm on a hook." The guy makes a creepy remark about Samantha, nearly getting punched in return. Kenneth makes it clear he wants justice, in the form of money. How much? $100,000 to start. But it won't be a one-time payment. In fact, he suggests they consider it reparations. Kenneth goes on to explain, "I don't need you to respect me, but I do need you to fear me." If Martin makes one wrong move, Kenneth will send him to jail. The senator makes a counter-threat, but Kenneth walks away with the upper hand. Martin goes home to tell Vernon about this latest run-in. He wants to come entirely clean, but Vernon warns they can't. Instead, they will wait, watch, and see what happens next. Bill is on the phone warning someone that they may have to take drastic measures when Tomas walks in and gets an earful for barging in. Bill warns that in their business, sometimes knowing too much is more dangerous than not knowing enough. Next on Beyond the Gates, Haley might want to keep a close eye on Dany and Bill, or at least have an ear pressed to the door as the exes have a heartfelt conversation. In case you can't tell simply by watching her Beyond the Gates performances, Carla Mosley is having an absolute blast playing Dany. And why wouldn't she? The character is outspoken and undeniably the kind of woman who becomes the center of attention the moment she walks into the room. Oh, and did we mention messy? Because it's impossible to discuss Dany without talking about her ability to push people's buttons, especially those of ex-husband Bill's new bride, Haley. In fact, Dany is such a blast that when Mosley shared a behind-the-scenes whoopsie, which made it onto the airwaves, we immediately developed a theory. Before we go any further, watch the clip below, which the actress shared on her Instagram feed. Mosley said that the clip in question cracked her up because it was a moment where they were supposed to call cut about one sentence in, but they didn't. So I just kept blathering. And they kept it all in. The scene in question isn't just a tribute to the acting skills of Mosley. It also served as a great reminder that while Haley is always caught up in a whirlwind of drama, sometimes of her own making, but usually thanks to Dany, portrayer Marquita Goings is also funny as heck. Look no further than Haley's reaction to Dany's impromptu babbling, captured below for proof. And although Bill seems mildly amused by the entire situation, it's worth noting that his portrayer, Timon Kyle Durrett, is usually the one cracking people up on set. "Oh, he's definitely the one who's most likely to cause the rest of us to break character," laughed Goings when we chatted with the pair earlier this year. All of which means that as much as we've been enjoying watching the trio act out their dysfunctional dynamic, the real fun is happening behind the scenes. Beyond the Gates. Spoilers for the week of June 23rd to 27 reveal some major moments set to unravel. Catherine "Cat" Richardson organizes a romantic surprise, while Martin Richardson takes action. Plus, Nicole Richardson will confront Andre Richardson. Find out what's set to unfold on the new CBS soap over the next 5 days, below. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of June 23rd to 27 suggest that Kat will have a romantic surprise for Tomas Tom Navarro. Will these two finally hit the sheets? In other romance news, Chelsea Hamilton and Dr. Madison Montgomery will find it challenging to get together for date night. Trouble in paradise already? Across town, Martin will take control of his situation as he sets a plan in motion to absolve his secret from the past. This sounds a little crazy, so what will Martin do to ensure that Kenneth stays quiet? Before all that happens, Vernon Dupree will have a showdown with Bill Hamilton, as it looks like Bill's sloppiness around keeping Martin's secret hidden will be the reason behind their Kenneth problem. In related news, Bill will get an offer from Joey Armstrong that will amuse him. Meanwhile, Jacob Hawthorne will worry that Bradley Smitty Smith's investigation will hurt his dad, Elon Hawthorne's reputation. From the sounds of it, the chief of police hasn't been the clean-cut cop he's claimed to be all these years, after all. BTG spoilers note that Nicole will confront Andre, which will likely end up being overly awkward. She found out about his affair with Dany Dupree and wasn't thrilled for the couple. In fact, she was disgusted. Will Andre defend their relationship or allow Nicole to blast him? He loves his auntie and respects her, so it'll be interesting to see his reaction. Andre will be a busy bee next week, as he also discusses his options with Ashley Morgan. What could this be about? Over to Dany, she'll have a heart-to-heart with Bill. These two have been on the same page as of late, partly because of Bill's health issues. What will the former married couple talk about when they come together? As the days go by, Dany will be suspicious of Haley Hamilton. From the sounds of it, Haley will have cramping and worry about miscarrying. Sadly, Dany will continue to question if she's really pregnant and show zero sympathy to the expectant mom. Elsewhere, Anita Dupree will return from her Articulates' reunion rehearsal and come home to some shocking news. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. Lastly, Beyond the Gates spoilers. As for the week of June 23rd to 27, note that Leslie Thomas will have a proposal for Kat and Jacob. Is this about her pending case and how she's linked to Laura Peterson's car crash? She'll have to propose something mighty big for Kat or Jacob to back off. In addition, Leslie will also try and make amends with Eva Thomas. In some good news for Eva, she'll start her new job at Ted's office. Will she fit right in? Plus, Eva will also find strength from an unlikely ally. Beyond the Gate spoilers suggest that the week of June 23rd to 27 will offer some major bombshells, as well as a flurry of activity regarding casting changes. Who's coming and who's going on the CBS soap over the next 5 days? Read more below. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of June 23rd to 27 indicate that fans will continue to learn more about Martin Richardson's secret. Audiences were given more snippets of this storyline during the week of June 16 to 20, as Martin confronted the mysterious country club busboy, Kenneth. He and his brother were involved in some sort of accident at the hands of Martin 2 years ago, but the rest of the details seem sketchy. One thing's for sure, Kenneth is back to blackmail the Duprees, and there's a bigger story to all this, with many more players. Two characters deeply involved are Detective Marcel Malone, played by Daryl W. Handy, as well as Jacob Hawthorne's father, the chief of police, Elon Hawthorne, played by Malachi Malik. Expect to see both men involved in an intense meeting as everyone involved in Martin's secret cover-up gathers next week to discuss next steps. Fans will see more of Fairmont Crest's newest super couple, Dr. Madison Montgomery and Chelsea Hamilton, continue their romance, although during the Friday, June 27th episode, BTG spoilers do say that the couple will have challenges when it comes to their date night. Will there be trouble in paradise for Chelsea and Madison already? The two moved very fast in mere days, going from flirting to their first date, first kiss, first steamy sheets session, and Madison even met Chelsea's family during the week of June 16th to 20, including her grandfather, Vernon Dupree. Are these two moving too fast? Could they crash and burn? What storyline are you most interested in during the week of June 23-27? Comment below. Check out the popular CBS Soap Daily for your dose of Fairmont Crest drama. And visit CTS often for the most up-to-date, Beyond the Gates news and spoilers. The Beyond the Gates What to Watch moments for Tuesday, June 23rd, 2025, tease danger, romance, and possible reconciliation. Dany and Bill will have a heart-to-heart as Kat plans something romantic for Tomas. Meanwhile, Jacob is worried about his father's reputation getting blown up. romance and reconciliation are happening in Tuesday's episode. First, let's get to Kat and Tomas. The two have grown closer together. The young lovers have gotten intimate recently, and their relationship keeps getting better and better. We can see the sparks flying between them. We've been enjoying seeing their relationship unfold. Kat will plan a romantic surprise for Tomas, which will likely bring them even closer together. Meanwhile, something surprising is happening between Dany and Bill. The exes will have a heart-to-heart conversation in that same episode. BTG fans have wondered whether they will reconcile and get back together. There's apparent chemistry still between them. Also, Bill's health scare brought them closer together. However, Bill and Dany will address what's happening between them. What does this mean? Are they having feelings for each other? Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates. On Tuesday, June 24th, 2025, Kat wanted Tomas's legal opinion on a few things, and one thing led to another, and the two began to kiss. It soon ground to an immediate halt because Kat was not ready to proceed beyond first base. Tomas looked a little disappointed, no matter what the words coming out of his mouth said, and the look on his face when they hugged it out said it all. While Kat isn't ready to take things to the bedroom, she appreciates Tomas's company, and in Tuesday's episode, Kat has a romantic surprise for Tomas. I'm sure Tomas just wants to know that Kat is serious about him, and this should alleviate any concerns, right? Time will tell if Eva's excitement will be too hard to resist. Smitty. In the course of a routine deep dive ahead of an article he needed to write on soon-to-be-retired local legend, Detective Marcel Malone, started seeing a lot of areas of concern, and in Smitty's words, the only thing Marcel was serving and protecting was himself. Smitty has tied Marcel to payoffs from Joey Armstrong, but when he took those concerns to his buddy and detective, Jacob said that was explained by his father as being part of a sting operation. Smitty doesn't think so, and that means if Marcel is dirty, then Elon Hawthorne is on the take as well. In Tuesday's episode, Jacob worries Smitty's investigation will hurt his father's reputation. Jacob is totally by the book and a follower of the letter of the law, and will take his father down if needed. But can he? Bill, having a mini-stroke, had a profound effect on many. Naomi has softened a lot, and the two have shared some really tender father-daughter moments. They have also shown that there is still a connection between Bill and Dany. In Tuesday's episode, Bill and Dany share a heart-to-heart. This is going to drive Haley crazy, and she will need to steal the focus and put it back onto her. Now, how will she do this without stirring the pot with Dany? She can't, and she sure will.